two titans, one imaginary throne. In one corner, we have a monster from the real world's prehistoric past. In the other, a legend from the silver screen. So what happens when we pit them against each other in a fantasy showdown, 60 million years in the making? King Kong, the cinematic ruler of Skull Island, is a titan of intelligence and raw power. His opponent? Titanoboa, a real-life apex predator from a lost world, and a creature that was, for a time, the king of the snakes. We're going to break down their strengths and weaknesses to figure out who would win this fight for the ages. First up, let's talk about the challenger from the real world. Titanoboa saragenensis wasn't just any snake. This thing was a monster that slithered through the swampy jungles of South America around 60 million years ago, not long after the dinosaurs checked out. With the big lizards gone, Titanoboa stepped up to become the new top predator. Based on the fossils we have, this serpent could grow up to 47 feet long and weigh as much as a staggering 2,500 pounds. Like today's anacondas, it was a non-venomous constrictor. Why bother with venom when your body is pure muscle, capable of squeezing the life out of giant turtles and ancient crocodiles, as far as we can tell from the fossil record? Titanoboa was likely the apex predator of its time and place, the king of its jungle. And now for the cinematic champion, King Kong. He's a movie legend. It's the eighth wonder of the world, and the mighty protector of the fictional Skull Island. Now, Kong's size is all over the map depending on which movie you're watching. But even at his smaller sizes, he's a powerhouse standing over 25 feet tall and weighing several tons. But here's the thing about Kong. His biggest advantage isn't his brawn, it's his brain. He's got near-human intelligence, which he uses for tactical thinking in a fight. He's defended his home from all kinds of threats, many of them way bigger than him. He's also incredibly agile, and most importantly, he uses tools. Trees become clubs, and rocks become projectiles. Kong's combo of smarts and strength makes him one of the toughest fictional fighters out there. So, where does this fantasy face-off happen? Has to be Skull Island. It's a land of dangerous jungles, sharp mountains, and dark swamps, the perfect arena for this fight. On one hand, the thick jungle and murky water are tailor-made for Titanoboa. It's the perfect place for a stealthy ambush, just like the swamps it hunted in millions of years ago. But the rest of the island? That's Kong's turf. The open spaces and cliffs play right into his strengths, his mobility, his climbing, and his knack for turning the landscape into a weapon. It's a serious home field advantage. Picture this. Kong is at the edge of a swamp. Suddenly, the water explodes. Titanoboa launches itself from the depths, a lightning-fast blur of scales. Before Kong can even process what's happening, he's wrapped in the serpent's coils. The pressure is immense. In the water, this is Titanoboa's game, and Kong is in serious trouble. But you don't become king by giving up. Kong roars in fury and uses his incredible arm strength to create just enough space to breathe. He spots a sharp, heavy rock on the shore. He grabs it and starts stabbing wildly at the snake. The shock of the pain makes Titanoboa loosen its grip just enough for Kong to break free. Now they're on solid ground, and the tables have turned. Kong is smarter. He keeps his distance, launching huge boulders at the snake. Titanoboa lunges, jaws wide open, but Kong is ready. He rips a fallen tree from the ground and uses it like a baseball bat, smashing it against the side of the serpent's head. The ancient snake is dazed, thrashing and destroying everything around it. That's Kong's opening. He closes in, grabs the snake by its head and tail, and with one final adrenaline-fueled surge of rage, he puts an end to the prehistoric titan. And the winner, and still king, is Kong. Look, Titanoboa's size and power are absolutely terrifying, but this fight really boils down to a few key differences. Titanoboa is an ambush predator. Its entire strategy depends on that first surprise attack. Once that fails, it's in a tough spot. Kong, on the other hand, has a whole toolbox of advantages. His intelligence, his agility, and this is the big one, his ability to use his arms and tools. He can think on his feet, change his strategy, and use the world around him as a weapon. A purely instinct-driven snake just can't compete with that. Titanoboa may have been the king of its ancient world, but its raw power just is enough to beat the brains and brawn of Skull Island's ruler. But that's just our take. What do you think? Could the giant snake have pulled off a win? And who should Kong fight next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. If you had fun with this showdown, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button for more legendary battles. Thanks for watching.